Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2. This is a guest video from Duchess Snow in the high mobility Zaku in Johnny Raiden colors. This is the R1 type Zaku, as you can tell, since there's no cowling on the thrusters on the side of the legs. She's using the simplified missile launcher, which you'd think since they're not guided in any particular way would be a rocket launcher, but military terminology is not my thing. I'm not good at it. I came into this from the giant robots side of things. The realism of Gundam is not what drew me to it. It was kind of the robots and the general storytelling approach. But high mobility Zaku is excellent. The missile launcher does a lot of damage. It reloads quicker than it used to. Grenades do a pretty good amount of damage. And here, with type advantage, I believe she just nailed that gym light armor with all 4 missiles, which is a lot of damage. Also, the fact there's a gym light armor in here kind of tags this as being a 300-point room, because I'm pretty sure that's about where the light armor tops out, and where the high-mo Zaku starts. So that's a pretty good indicator. Good set of missiles there on that gym cannon. Might be the space type, it's hard to say. But yeah, the Zaku machine gun, fantastic backup weapon. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does it continuously. It's got 100 rounds of ammunition. You can almost just hold down the fire button and keep firing until your missile launcher is ready to go again. And it can stun with enough shots, so in terms of sub-weapons, the various machine gun sub-weapons I prefer to the Vulcans on Federation mobile suits, because the Vulcans frequently fire faster and sometimes do more damage, but the machine guns stack more stun damage. Or stagger damage, depending on whether you're using the official terms or if you've been playing this forever and just used the terms that the community was using before that. Because as far as I can tell, in official terms, stagger is the first stage. That there is stagger by the official terms. Good kill there. But I think of stagger as the heavy-duty one when you will get dropped to one knee. But that's just because of how long I've been playing this, and because for the first 6 months or so we didn't have any official English to go by, so we, went with what we thought was right. And boy, I sound particularly old today, but I'll be honest, it's almost the end of the year, and I feel it. It's been This year has been insane, but yeah, that was a death. But that's very hard to avoid at the point at which you have 132 health. There's not a lot you can do. But getting ready to drop back in here. Unfortunately, the enemy has A, so it's hard to just get caught up with the rest of the team at the moment. I do kind of wish there was more than one waypoint for this, but it doesn't play too badly with just one being a smaller map. I've seen people say lately we could do with more space maps, and I agree. The Space Fortress interior was a nice change. I'd like to see another one. I don't know whether it was somebody's wish list or whether there was a rumor a while back that we might get a map on the moon, but probably outside of Von Braun City, if so, since we're in Zeta Gundam territory. But that would be fun. That would be fun to do. Not a zero gravity, but a low gravity map would be interesting. But okay, good shot there. Got the downswing in. Somebody else finished that person off. There's a bomb at the Allied base, which looks like somebody's trying to defuse it. They're doing it alone, so fingers crossed on them there. See, yeah, good use of grenade there. Didn't quite take, but grenades are very picky. Which kind of is good, successfully defused, which is kind of the opposite of how grenades work in real life. They are notoriously non-discriminating in what kind of area they hit, but yeah, grenades in this kind of hit a very small area and have to be targeted very carefully, which is weird. But okay, that is another kill. And 1700 health, can take a few hits here, but yep, machine gun fire. Again, another nice thing about the missile launcher is it has a huge range. Okay, somebody just snuck in and tried to plant a bomb again, which, good trick if you can do it. Yeah, this is a great opportunity for the Zaku machine gun, and trade deaths. Not a bad outcome. Because, I mean, it's better than not trading deaths, certainly, and taking a death yourself, so... Let's see. Looks like there are people at the base trying to, might be trying to deal with the, fallout of the bomb. There's probably somebody here, running defense, but hopefully, somebody's trying to defuse, which, having somebody look over your shoulder like this when they do, not a bad thing. Managed to catch the, bomber, and they did manage to, take out the, pilot who was trying to defuse, but Duchess was able to come up behind them and had just enough time to do it. Like, maybe... Yeah, she had about 3 seconds leeway. That was nicely timed. So, now, back to the fight. Her team's behind a tiny little bit. Couple of kills will finish that off. And let's see. Incidentally, you may have noticed a change they made at the last big update, which is that it appears that at most you can be 100 points below the cost level for a room, and they won't let you go any lower than that. Which, to a certain extent, works out. The new mix-up mode will, take the place to a large extent of, big cost disparities you may have seen in the past. But also means you're not going to see... you're not going to see people running a level 1 Ifrit Doug Schneid in a 500-point room anymore. I have seen that from time to time, and sometimes they do quite well. But, let's see. Yep. And almost got that person with the machine gun. Again, the machine gun is great. And missiles are ready, and that person has changed their focus. So, yeah, she's done a really good job of landing all those missiles. It is hard to hit with all 4 of those sometimes, especially in space, in my opinion. Let's see, that's that light armor again. Missiles are ready. And just got to get a good angle, and she's got it. And that looks good. Got, I think, 2 out of 4, and finished with the machine gun. Very nice. 50-some seconds left. They're still just very slightly behind. Here comes somebody. And, okay, yeah, somebody ran support fire. At this point, they need 6 points to tie the game and 7 points to win. Okay, sadly the enemy hit somebody with their support fire, but it's not over yet, and there's a couple of people here with relatively low health, and relatively low health is all this missile launcher needs. So, okay, yeah, that was a good use of that, because sometimes it's just best to spray the missiles around and use that defensively, because they're big enough that if you can catch somebody with 1 or 2 and just, get them off guard, that's all you need. And, yep, very close match, but looks like not quite. Yeah, ended at 57-84 to 57-92. Extremely close. And, good match all around. So, pity that last, 7-8 points didn't come through, but that just happens sometimes. And a sweep. Very nice. Most targeted, did the most damage, got the top assist score, got the top individual score. Really nice. 6 kills, 2 deaths. Good stuff. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I've got a few things from mix-up mode recorded. I don't think I've run them yet, but they are coming, so I'll have some more opinions on that shortly.